Do WarMachine's replay. It's gonna be a TVP here, guys. After that, we're gonna do the free coaching lesson. It's gonna be awesome. So I'll re-explain how that's gonna go down after this game. Choppy, let me mute unmute. Alright guys, so spawning in the top right hand corner of the map as the red Protoss, we have, or top left hand corner, we have the red Protoss Mumble. Top right hand corner as WarMachine. We got TVP here. We're gonna be watching what Killer Fry does. And we're gonna figure out why he sucks, what he could do. We don't want to point out just what he does wrong, guys. We don't want to be like, this is what you're doing wrong, because that's not the best way to learn. We also want to know what we're doing right. So you're scouting way too early. You don't need to scout this early versus Protoss. This is ridiculously early. I need to put this down because I keep wanting to press it. You don't need to scout this early. You can scout when your supply depot is done, alright? Because you're wasting mining time right now. Do not scout this early. So you're building the wall off, that's fine. We'll see how you complete the wall off, though. You're going to send this across. You're normally supposed to send this across, but that's fine. You're scouting. You see that he's not at this base. You're going to have to go up. Yeah, I got my GG button Finifia like an hour ago. So you scout. There's no base up here, so you know you spawned over here. You've got too many SCVs queued up right now, bro. You can't have that. You're putting your barracks on 13, now 14. Wow, you've queued up too many SCVs, man. It's 12 racks. If you're going for gas, 13. Now, here's the problem with walling off at your rim. If he does some one-base Void Ray all-in, he can charge up off of your barracks, and you have to pick it up. You have to fly it away. You lose production time. So if you're going to wall off, that's fine. Just don't do it with your barracks, because if you put a tech lab here or a reactor, you're going to end up having to sacrifice that. You wall off with 3 depots. It allows you to lower and raise the depots when you're microing against Void Rays. Send your Marines out, shoot the Void Ray, make it back off. You micro back and you raise the depots before the Zealots get in. Just don't wall off with your barracks. If they do any stupid one-base attack, you lose. So there's this probe over here. You saw it. Your second barracks is scouting it as well. You went for a gas build. You haven't done anything with it yet. This is not really an efficient build. 2 racks timings are not good. I think they're just not good. Don't do the 2 racks. If you're actually going for a 2 racks factory, this build's just not good. It's not the best timing. You end up lifting off your barracks and putting a tech live here. This isn't even walled out. There's a hole here now that units can get through. So you didn't even wall off efficiently here. So now you have a lot of units that are expanding behind us. So you're doing a 2x factory expand. You're not really going to be doing anything with this build at all. You're not starting stim. The point of this factory was kind of late. Just do a gasless expand, man. This is not accomplishing anything. This isn't really accomplishing much at all. This build. If you want to do a gas expand, that's fine. Do a Reaper expand. You're getting Marauders out, that's nice. That's nice too. You're getting a bunch of Marines. You got the Tech Lab on the factory. A little bit early there, unless you're going to be missing the siege tanks, which I don't recommend you do. This is just a really odd build. You want to go gases expand. If you want to go a gas expand, that's fine. You do a Reaper expand so you can get scouting. What have you seen him do? You scouted 2 of the gates, so you don't really know if 4 gates coming. Because of the inefficiency of this build, you're getting siege tanks, so that actually might help against this. But you only have one bunker here. You haven't been producing efficiently out of all of these guys, because you're just building a bunch of random shit right now. Siege tanks are on the way, that's okay. You keep raising your supply depot, so units keep getting stuck up here, but it's okay having siege tanks on the high ground. So you're going to have to siege it up. I don't know if you're going to be able to hold it this time. Because your siege tank's not sieged up yet, you're not repairing with your bunker, you didn't scout efficiently here. Going for that command center, so you have to pick up now. You have the siege tanks, which are going to help a lot. You're actually going to clean this up very fast. But, because you weren't constantly producing with your barracks, I mean, this has just been a very inefficient build. Like I said, if you don't need to be worried about control or anything until you're platinum diamond. Learn your build orders, guys. And if you were constantly producing with the right build order timings, I mean, you would have just so many units right now. You're not building SCVs constantly. You had a lot of mules saved up. Your command centers weren't both keybound. You still have the factory, the siege. That's okay. You did get upgrades. You do have stim. You have combat shield. You have concussive shell. You're moving across the map with this force. I don't really agree with that at all. You're catching units right here. You are stim. You're gunning for that sentry here. That's nice. You really shouldn't have had to move out on the map at this point. You're just now starting to use your starport. You have... I don't like committing the siege tanks. I just don't like it. Unless you're doing a 1-1-1 all-in, I feel siege tanks are kind of silly. You're pushing across the map with all these marines. You actually got a marauder about to throw away. You're not producing efficiently right now. You got a lot of minerals saved up. You're not constantly producing out of your barracks here. You're still building siege tanks. I mean, if he gets Colossus or Immortals into his army, they just become almost useless. Charge bots just obliterate that. I mean, after a certain point in the game, siege tanks just kind of lose their value. You're adding on more barracks. You're not constantly producing harvesters. If we look at that income tab, you're only at 29 harvesters, and this is the 14-minute mark. How many of his harvesters did he kill of these? He only killed 3 of your harvesters, and at the 14-minute mark, you only have 29 SCVs. Constant production of harvesters. That's so very important. Now your supply block, like, oh, this is like a huge supply block. Gotta stay on top of that, buddy. You've only produced 2 medevacs so far. You guys have the rally point down there. You need to get a reactor on there. At this point, the factory, if you don't want to scout with it, that's fine. Factories are being utilized as scouts a lot now, as well as just use the wall off and shit, like, you know, the help and engagement. If you don't want to use that, use the add-ins to build add-ons. You could be building the reactor for the starport by now. You don't have near enough barracks. You need to mix in more reactors with your barracks. If you have 10 barracks, I think a 6-to-4 ratio is good, maybe even a 7-to-3. Marines are very important in this matchup. People don't realize how much DPS they do. They go for a pure Marauder style, and that's just not good. You need Marines for drops. Marines are more important for drops than just dropping 4 Marauders. So you're sieging up here. He's got the Immortals. He's stuttering forward. You're microing back kind of. Both of your siege tanks just kind of got obliterated, but, I mean, at this point, it's 98. It's 100 supply to 28. I mean, he did a stupid all-in. He didn't kill you. And... So you what? Who timed out SC2 Ruffles? That wasn't BM. I was just about to tell him that, sucking 500 dicks. Boognish, I like Ruffles. He didn't say anything mean. You're starting to abuse your power again, bro. You need to quit that shit. Unban him.